When I welcomed you to orientation just a little while back, you might remember that I said we would all be reconvening again together. Time will fly by and we'll get back together again at your graduation. And when I said that, I had no idea, of course, that we would be reconvening virtually, but here we are.
Hello, all of you, lovely social workers.
You are in a historic moment.
It is May 2020.
Despite a global pandemic, you made it, y'all.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020.
Congratulations, this is amazing.
Congratulations to my fellow graduates in the class of 2020.
My warmest congratulations to all of you.
We did it!
18-year-old me, freshman year, was coming into this new experience. I was very nervous.
Some of my favorite memories are just students coming into my office and knowing that it was a place for them.
It's really been an honor and privilege to get to know everyone, and I really have been changed by the experience of teaching everyone and being in the classroom with them.
It's a journey, and it's a journey of your own making.
My recollection is that it took only till the third or fourth class, even though it was a big class, for everybody to participate. And that's a wonderful gift to a teacher.
The thing that I think about a lot is the activism and the community movement.
We had, some issues around the social construct of race and other things that impacted the learning experience, but people were not afraid to really rise to speak their voice and share their voice to administration, to other students, and be supportive and encouraging.
The ghost of Edward Hopper would be very proud of us as he watches over us from the fourth floor studio.
And I remember a very spirited conversation around Taylor Swift. And to all of you, I still want you to know that Taylor Swift is amazing.
We had a bunch of pregnancies at Westchester, and it has been amazing.
I love pizza with the beans. I mean, come on, free food. We love free food.
This class, our graduates, you're not defined by what's happened over this last 8 weeks of our experience together. And that you've been with us for 2 years, some of you more than that. And that experience is a lot bigger than how it's ended.
If we remember our origins and we think about the moment that we are all in, we are absolutely in a crisis. But out of that crisis are the seeds of change, the seeds of transformation, the seeds of growth, the seeds of healing and advancing compassion and social justice. And I think that is what social work is all about, is taking the most difficult situations and finding the opportunity for elevation. I hope that you can ground yourself in our values, leverage the privilege and the power of your education in NYU Silver.
My Silver experience was enriching, reflective, and inspiring.
I learned the importance of sleep, friendships, and self-acceptance.
Silver is such a close, connected community. I have met a lot of great professors, just such a life-changing events.
My Silver experience was a game changer.
I learned to just be confident,
empowering, and unforgettable.
To find comfort in discomfort.
To me, Silver School was more than a classroom. It was a family. Thank you to the supportive professors and colleagues for making my time at Silver unforgettable.
My Silver experience was fun, enlightening, and humbling.
I learned to push myself.
While at Silver, I learned about compassion and strength.
My Silver experience was full of opportunities.
My Silver experience was strengthened through community.
I learned integrity, boundaries, and self-love.
At NYU Silver, I learned just how important it is to take care of ourselves in order to be in the helping profession.
I learned confidence, resilience, and perseverance.
My Silver experience was eye-opening, enlightening, and encouraging.
My experience at Silver has been
fulfilling,
fabulous,
supportive,
thrilling,
worth it.
Yay!
I feel like there is such a huge need for us, for our profession, for all we bring to the table.
You all are needed more than ever. You're social workers, you're fierce, you're warriors.
The deep engagement with humanity is what drew us to the field.
Social workers will be needed in different areas of practice, in clinical practice, in macro practice, in changing policies, in working with bigger organizations and really breaking down systemic barriers that don't work.
There's a gap between like the politics sides and the community sides, and there are a lot of like vulnerable populations that might be neglected in the societies.
Like I've learned along the way that it's not about giving someone something, but about helping them find what they already have.
I think that there is such a need physically and mentally for social work support and services.
Now that the rose-colored glasses are off, this particular group of students, with their tenacity and their resilience and their intelligence and their willingness to really advocate and change the social structure, you guys are going to be incredible.
The unique thing about your class is people are incredibly resilient. First of all, very resilient, extremely creative, and authentic.
You've faced an enormous amount of uncertainty, and you've done it with so much grace and in my experience, with this overwhelming concern, both for one another and for your clients, that seems to sort of supersede even your concern for yourselves.
So honest, so thoughtful, so aware of themselves and the broader community, and of course the communities that we partner with.
The high level of also empathy and really respect toward one another, but also really the class content that they brought, and an openness and willingness to be vulnerable.
I've gotten to know the students over the years, over their time at NYU, and they are just phenomenal students, tremendous, and such big hearts. I mean, I have students who come into my office constantly just to say hi.
All of the people I meet, they're fearless and they're brave and they're patient and they're just people who are so determined, and they're consistent, and they really care about people. Just to be a part of a student body who's so passionate, it makes me want to do more.
Some of you have shared that you didn't believe that you would ever be able to come to this country and go to school. Some of you said that you dreamt about going to NYU. Some of you have big dreams about what you hope to do for your communities. So I would say that you were dreamers and you are advocates. You have advocated for yourself to get here, and you have advocated for the individuals and the families and the communities that you have worked with while you were here, and also who you will work with in the future.
I've met so many amazing, tenacious, brilliant social workers that I can't wait to see what they do.
I'm not going to lie, you're going to face many challenges, social challenges, emotional, professional.
You are going to be faced with children who are abused, hunger, poverty, social injustice, and now with the aftermath of COVID-19.
It means uncertainty about working conditions. Certainly there will be plenty of mental health issues.
There are extraordinarily big or seemingly big challenges that lie ahead, but it's also really exciting. So first I'll say you all have the skills that you need.
Even though it's a rough time to be job searching, it's the best time for us to be really embarking in the field and bringing our knowledge in and our expertise and all the things that we've been learning.
You're on your own journey. The real strength of this work and the beauty of this work is that it's very individualized and specialized, and that there are many different roads that you can take.
They will be really the people, their work, their learning will contribute to build up a new foundation, new norms for future social work practice.
The work that you will go on to do is on the shoulders of our ancestors.
This is when we're needed. This is when the profession is needed. This is when you are needed. But I think you're ready.
Something that's been bringing me a lot of joy and a lot of fulfillment has been connecting with my network.
you have your classmates or people, the connections that you've made at Silver.
Ally yourself with people who are like you, but also most important, people who are different than you.
First and foremost, remember who you are and what you bring to this profession.
Work tirelessly with deep resolve to advance social justice, to advance more humane treatment of one another. And so I want to give you the energy, the blessing, the power, the encouragement for you to go forth with that charge.
Bring your relationships that you've built at Silver, particularly with your faculty mentors.
For younger people entering the field, it's important to find a mentor.
Be patient with yourselves. This is a process. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint.
Never, 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 never give up.
Think to yourself, what would you attempt to do if you knew you wouldn't fail?
And if you're experiencing discomfort, it's probably a good thing. It probably means you're learning and you're growing.
Stay the course. It may not happen immediately. It may not happen next week or next month, but stay the course because your determination is going to pay off.
Be proud of yourself today, tomorrow, and always.
Congratulations,
class of 2020.
We
wish
you
all the
best.
Congratulations!
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Like I said before, I'm so grateful to be a part of this amazing, strong class.
Congratulations to our graduating class of 2020.
Congratulations for graduating in 2020.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
I wish everyone well and many, many successes.
I want to thank and congratulate all of your children and your parents and your partners, your aunts and uncles, your abuelos, your abuelas, all of the people that I have heard about and perhaps have met who have helped you all get where you are.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Once this is over, we can still get together. We can still see your families and, we can still celebrate you.
Congratulations. It's a long and sometimes hard journey, but you've made it. You've remained true.
Congratulations. You have done it.
Many, many congratulations. But being a teacher, being a professor for 20 years, the best thing in my life is always some kind of news from the students.
You will all do such amazing work and you'll continue to carry on the NYU tradition and values.
Congratulations, class of 2020, with lots of love from the Woo!
I want to congratulate the class of 2020. I think you're already social workers and you got this.
And you are an amazing group of people doing very important work. And congratulations.
Congratulations, you deserve it. You better party, you better go in, celebrate, tell everybody, put it on your door, send it in a text, send it in a letter, tweet it, post it, message it.
Congratulations to the NYU Silver Class of 2020.